Good morning, everyone. How are you today? And welcome to the Trade the Pool live stream. Michael's going to be along in a minute, so it's just me to open this morning, and I'll be with you right after this. All right, so it looks like we have the headline on here today as Pfizer sells off 3 billion shares in HLN. So I'm going to take a look at that in a second. But for the morning, good morning, Nolly. Alf, how you doing? Who else have we got in here? Scott, how are you doing? How about SMEI along with a big pullback? What you got? Yep. Okay, we'll take a look at that. No worries. Tiny T, how you doing? We are live. Yes, indeed, we are. Okay, so I'm going to have a look at this HLN. Although I don't know, unless something happens today, whether or not it's priced in. Because let's have a look at the higher time frame on HLN here. Yeah, I've had this buy side liquidity pool here, and it's just bouncing along there. It's just tapped into it a little deeper. What is that, this morning or in the overnight? No, it's yesterday's lows. So yeah, it's tapped in a little bit deeper into that pool. But as of this morning, I don't have anything that is suggesting it's any worse right now than what it has been. So we'll keep an eye on HLN today. At the minute, it's kind of holding buy-side pulls, you know. It's got one here that it's just tapped into, and I think the most recent one as well. Let's just pop that in there. And the most recent one going up. Well, is that a print? It looks like a print. All right, we can use it. Okay, so if that is the print, yeah, buy side is holding again pre-market. So we'll see what the market thinks of that. If anything, if that is actually a print, we would have to come down to these lows, and you could get a target up there of 824 if you were considering on here this morning. If not, that's what we've got. So we can take a look and see how that plays out. We'll add that to the watch list this morning. What else have you guys got? So let's have a look at SMCI along with the big pullback yesterday and this morning. Let's have a look at SMCI then for Scott. Okay. Higher time frame. Yeah, so what do we have most recently? Most recently, our buy side pull failed. That gave us yesterday's drop and is continuing into pre-market. So if I'm looking at that, I'm taking it to the first original high. So I have buy side sitting right where we are. So we're popping into that right now on SMCI. So I would be looking for some form of rejection up here. Let's have a see what I've got over on this side on the benchmark front. I think we'd have on the hourly, grab that. Let's see what we've got to the downside here. Yep. Also, so it's got something down there at 630, but generally 900 to 840 is a benchmark as well. So 900 to 840 is also a benchmark. So, yeah, I'd expect, so key level basically, you know, if 840 breaks, momentum to the downside. If we can hold and get some rejection in here, Scott, I'm thinking long from here or hereabouts. We'll see what the open gives us. Nice little push down, little reversal to long. Hans, how you doing? What else have we got going on here? Small caps. So I've been in the small caps this morning on the early bird session. Nice and easy. A couple of trades this morning. What did I take? I think we've got XTIA, SMR, and ZCAR. So XTIA was on the scanners. If you're into your small caps, XTIA aerospace. And it was literally a dump from the highs. Let's grab this back. So yeah, this was a nice play up there at benchmark 2 for me. Pulled back to a sell side liquidity pull, covered most of it down here from, what was the entry? 268, and then covered it down here at 240s, and then I'm still holding some now. We closed below that liquidity pull. This is the lowest it's been for some time, and it did hit. Let's grab this up. It did hit the actual lows from yesterday, this morning, so I probably should have covered it there, but seeing if it can't go any lower, because it really has just been smashed, and I don't see any decent news on this holding this up. But I think that's been and done today. I don't think it's something to get involved with anymore. What else do we have here? ZCAR. ZCAR I've been short, but I covered it almost just, I was at 85, covered it about 80. So there's only 5 cents on it because I couldn't get lower. I couldn't fill that gap. Now, this is the liquidity switch on. You know, could I have got a limit order out on that? I'm not sure. About 140. That was my target, but I covered it here. You know, half the time you don't get filled on this liquidity switch on. It comes back to exactly where it was. Yes, it has gone a bit lower, but the reason I was a little nervous not to hang on to it lower was because I've got 250 up there, and I would much rather short 250 on ZCAR than hang on to it for another like 15 cents down here. So that's really what I'm waiting for. These sell side liquidity balls have been holding and holding and holding. The most recent one, we are at... Yes, I'm ignoring that liquidity switch on for this. So we're at it now. So if we get a break of this level at 180, I'm really hoping we go to 250. Right, that's not necessarily that I want to long it to 250. I'd like to look for something to short at 250. But if we do get a break of the 280 level, which is also probably at the time we open going to be VWAP as well, it could double top, or it could go bogey, or it could go 250. So that's why I'm just looking for a nice big push up there off ZCAR. ZCAR is the only one with any real news this morning as well, because it had a partnership. It was another partnership deal. Can't remember, with an Indian company. Not every car, something else. Anyway, actually, it'll probably be here. No, it is not there. All right, I'll catch that in a minute. But it's definitely a partnership deal, not with anyone super major, but it is in India, I believe. So I'm guessing there's a huge amount of people getting those ZCARs there. So that is ZCAR. Anything else at XTIA? Oh, SMR. SMR was a play from yesterday and double topped it today in the open. So there was the benchmark 2 yesterday. That liquidity pool, we couldn't fill that gap yesterday down there to 922 yesterday, but we certainly have done it in this morning. We come up, double topped in, rejected off, broke the buy side liquidity, and headed on down to the target there in the buy side liquidity pool. We'll see what happens this morning. I've still got this one live up here, so if we can work out another short at 1050 would be nice. Put a little alert up here, see what we got. Okay, what else we got? OTRX. Nikki is OTRX. Good morning, Great Scott. How are you? Let's have a look at OTRX. What you got on OTRX? What's popping there? Am I missing something on these scanners here? OTRX. We got that right, Nikki? Not getting anything on OTRX here. Just check that ticker for us, Nikki, and I'll take a look. So, yeah, SMR was a nice play. Now, MDAI, MDAI is one of those like COCH last week where I really like to get involved on a short down to 230. So I'd like 270, 275 to short 230 on this. It is holding its channel, so liquidity switch on kind of acknowledged and rejected that benchmark again. So if we can get a pop to 274, I think that would be nice for a kind of, you know, maybe a 40-50 cent move on that. What else have we got? EMVB. EMVB's up there also with Lycee. So EMVB. So EMVB is doing its thing. I've got levels up here higher that I would rather. So it's still running on the scanner this morning. Still got EMVB pushing literally right now. And it's in its pre-market benchmark, but I've got a kind of daily one sitting up here in a sell side liquidity pool. So I really like that 225. If we can get to 250, all the better. I'd rather short up there than I would do anything else with this stock, including long. So it has kind of held this area. Did push through it on the liquidity switch on, but other than that, we are still holding the buy side liquidity. The sell side liquidity is up there, so we're kind of trapped at the moment. So we could see some momentum on the upside if you like to chase. A break of the sell side is kind of a nice place to do it if you are going to chase a stock. Be aware you are in the benchmark, but ultimately I'd love to get up there to 220 today to look for an even better short, because then we've got a dollar in it, a dollar in the short to come back to. Lycee, similar kind of thing, double benchmark daily and intraday with one higher up there at 225 and the bogey level at 190. Looking left, there'd be resistance for everybody else at about 181, so see if that works out as well. But for the minute we have a sell side liquidity pool holding us in the range that we've been in pre-market and buy side. So again, sitting on hands, we do have a nice area to sell here. There is a good enough reason. What have we got on it to the downside? That benchmark was the mid swing from yesterday. If I use the lows from yesterday's pre-market, it will be deeper than that. Yep. So if whether or not we can top or we go higher or not, ultimately I'm thinking 95 is where it might want to rest today. But definitely got support down here. Can definitely come and get these before it wants to go up as well, remember. So we can always grab this liquidity before we go up. That's a dip buy, right? What we got? AMVB crossing 172. What does that mean? We're breaking. Okay, so we're just trying to punch above that sell side liquidity now on EMVB. That's what we just said. So we could be looking up for that 200 mark. What time we got? 15 minutes to go. So yeah, that could look on, right? People breaking. We're still in pre-market, but effectively the last pre-market high there. OTRK. All right, Nicky, I've got you then. OTRK. So looking on that gap there up to was it just before we do that? Looking up there to 210, 220 to see if it can push there, grab everybody in long, and then we'll try and look for the short. OTRK. OTRK. Oof. Needs to be quick. Check in benchmarks at the moment. Bear with me one sec. Wow. So 44. Yeah, you're in the. I think we're going to be in the bogey zone, Nikki, which is. It's not a bad place for a short. Okay. These are not perfect because it's a little bit messy down the bottom here, but you're going to be looking at the benchmark there, and there's one higher up at 70, and the bogey area is going to be around 58. And you're not far off that. Can't print it for some reason at the moment. There we go. All right. So that's what we're looking like at the moment. Has this been on before? I've got looks like a sell side pull. Or is that just old? Okay, no, I'm going to say ignore that. Okay, so yeah, benchmark 1. Looking to push to benchmark 2. Where's that bogey? That bogey level sitting there at 50. Let's call it 60, round number. So at the minute, you can see your sell side liquidity is holding. All right, so that doesn't mean it's the perfect short because you're in between, right? You're above the benchmark 1 and you're below even the bogey level right now. But that is your sell side liquidity to hold. Your buy side, you're going to be sitting down. First target 44s to 42s. That's going to be for target number 1. Anything lower? Okay, yes, you do. Right, so it's going to be stair stepping these targets. Then we're going to have this one here. So for me, 37. Obviously, this is where you can take some off and trail the other if you want to. Depends on what we get first. If you're shorting this, we can come down to this buy side pull and then head up, right? So just be careful of that. Overall, where have we actually come from? Yeah, and then the whole move up. So that 28 to 22 would what I'd be call its resting liquidity pool. Like where if it punches up and it settles down, that's probably where it's going to want to settle down a little bit higher than where it was before. So at the minute, yes, you have sell side liquidity holding. If your 54 closes above, if we close above the 54, then I'm looking for 60, 68, 70. I'd prefer to short up here than get involved right here. Just purely because you'll have more on your profit side. So long as like 70 can hold, you can bring it back down halfway. That's OTRK. We'll keep him on watch. So, and I'll put an alert on around 60 to see if we get there. If you're looking to play this long, which I'm not great with long in small caps. I'd much rather short them. But if you are, you're currently in pre-market momentum. This is still pre-market momentum. 1, 2, 3 bars. If it starts to get to 5, you've got more chance of coming back to 44 just for fun to get to 68. You haven't got a red-green close yet. Your red-green close at the minute would take you into a close at the sell side pull. No worries, Nick. You got it. What else we got? Anything? Nolly, how you doing? Your list is not good. Why not? Snow, Pepin. Okay. So coin, but you don't like to trade. Coin. What have I got from coin sitting down here? I'm going to remove that and go with something fresh for coin. I'm going to go a little bit lower for coin. Template. So buy side coming into coin down here. What else have we got? Sell side. Your most recent sell side is going to be, let's see if I can have a look here. It's going to be from the last high of yesterday to that first pre-market low. So that's what I'd look out for on coin, to be honest. Yes, if we can show signs of a dip into this 224 area, 223. Oh, if I can grab the sell side, right? Yeah. So yeah, if we can come down here a little bit further, 222 even, see some sort of rejection, I'd be looking up to 237 today. If it wants it a little bit further, remember these liquidity pools, what we've got 21. Okay. They can be your new trend line, right? Or if you haven't got one, it can be the start of your trend line. So just it's so for example, if we're currently using a trend line that might be coming, you know, down here, and you're moving it along that, so it's probably there. Well, actually, you know, it's suggesting that perhaps it's this one, because if you drew a line straight through the middle of that box here, that's probably what is going to line up with these guys here. So that may actually be the one it wants, right? So let's see what happens. But first things first, buy side has to hold. If it fails below 219 and holds, then there's more downside. That downside would be much bigger. That downside well, 205 to 185. So the bigger the move, the bigger the liquidity it's got. Remember, there's 3 levels in there: top, middle, and bottom. Okay, that's coin. Well, she's got snow. What are we seeing on snow? New lows? No, not new. Not new. So you're there, you're deep into it, you're past it. So I've got nothing supporting you on. So the break below 160 is short. You are in momentum. I don't have much that can help you. Trying to think here. No, I can only go on the most recent swings. If you're looking to get into that short below 160, I'm going to take yesterday's high and go with yesterday's high. Yes, nothing at the minute really on the long side. It's just if you want to join the shorts, a pull back to 156.57 would probably be better than the chase. But yeah, it's just a little snowflake's a little bit difficult. Just grab the daily. No, you're breaking it on the daily. No, I don't have anything than the actual visual support that you'll see, that everyone else will see around there, at 138, 135. And, you know, I'm not a lover of looking to the left, but that's what it is. So I just think a better price to join the shorts really on this one. TSN news. What is the news on TSN? Six minutes to the open. Tyson Foods and Planet Fitness are both facing calls for boycotts due to viral news stories. This week currently facing backlash similar to Bud Light. Okay, so yeah, these sort of headlines can have an impact, but I don't go with them. I literally go with the levels only. So for TSN, it's got sell side up at 58. It's been holding buy side, right? So that's what I'm seeing at the moment. It hasn't gone for sell side, and it's holding its initial buy side there. Crack on with buy side. Who we got? Hello. Michael. How you doing?
What's up? How's it going? I'm good.
Good. Yeah, so buy side there has held. This buy side has held as well, so won't draw that one in. And then this one coming up here. So the most recent one that you're going to have, if I can grab it, is 54 and 53. So whatever the result of that, you know, the outcome of that news is, and what the market feels about it, and whether or not it's priced in or not, or it's just too woolly, to me, we are holding buy-side liquidity pools. If we dip into this 54 area, that would be a nice place to push up to 59. Else, if the news is that bad and it breaks, then it's 53 down to 52, and then you're managing whether 51 can break, and then you've got kind of new lows on your hand from what everyone else can see at that level there. So that's TSN for you. Nils, hello. How you doing? How you doing, Michael?
Good. Just started, so I'm kind of doing my scanning.
Okay, no problems.
Anything. I just saw that, the Nasdaq made a beautiful drop from yesterday that we talked about the top there, and also Bitcoin, by the way. I don't know if you watched it, but
you said that yesterday, right? You fancied that short.
Yeah, and the Nasdaq did very well. So I'm just starting to scan to see what I got for today. Obviously, a few interesting stocks will pop up. And is it today that we have Reddit? Is that today, the IPO?
Let's have a look here. '21st.
21st. Okay, today.
Unless they've brought it forward. That's the 21st.
It's gonna be a blast. Market dipping down nicely. Nvidia, Tesla, all of those are gapping down as well. I don't see an interesting one besides probably small caps that did you mention already? OTRK.
Yep, just been on that.
It's cool. And I see also that's probably acquisition FUSN. Yeah. Nothing else besides that. What's your level on OTRK?
OTRK. So I have, so I was just literally saying it's just holding sell side here in the latter part of pre-market. I've got buy side down here at 44. I'd rather see a break of 53 and a push up to 59 to 70 to short. 59 being the bogey level, 70 being long. I tell you what, I didn't look left on that. Let me have a look on a daily, see if I can pick your levels.
All right. I'm not going to tell you which one is mine.
All right. I've got to be quick. I've got 2 minutes. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm looking for... Not seeing huge volume. Not seeing huge volume day, but we're already past this one. So I'd have to go with... kind of 140 area. What else we got to the left of that? Nothing to the left of that. No, higher.
Come on.
Oh.
Give me the level.
Yeah, you think it's going to be up there at $10, no?
Ah, come on. 10.
They can move. Right, yeah. What else we got here? No, I got that. 130.
I got 0.7 to 0.78. We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
All right, are we on?
I ate greatly today. Yeah, thanks so much. All righty. Good morning, guys. Best of luck. Big names.
All right, let's go. See when tickers are sorting out. Their scanners are all going to start calling out in my ear in a second. Here they go. Halts are on. Meds is halted. MBTC is halted.
Market.
Oh, you just going with that?
What's that?
Just trying to find this 70 cents level that you like. I can't see any volume on that, though.
Go to the hourly chart. We'll see that. All right.
Okay.
What else do we got?
All right, that's OTRK. Let's see. what it's doing. Is it holding that sell side? Yeah, so currently dropping that down back to the 1 minute. It's holding that sell side liquidity pool. Let's see if it's going to grab this 44 or not at the moment. Let's see. Works has been going this morning as well. Let's see what Works has got. I had a look at that earlier on in the pre-market. Okay, so that was its sell side. We had, oh damn. So it's just broken that sell side liquidity pool. Its buy side's been holding. I've got much more room for Works, right? This is something that if I look on the 1 hour, this is one of those plays that I've had on watch for ages, waiting for it to break out of this manipulation zone. So you can see this is like a benchmark at the bottom that it works its way through. And then I've got all these levels up here. This is like over the course of months, basically. So the past, January, February, March, it's been working out. So we'll see what that's got. It needs to get above 3 and close above 3 in order to have a supernova effect on it.
Yeah, for me, 3 will be a great place to start selling between the $2.85 to $3. Try to short it. And
that's his first swing. I've got that number 307. If it can punch up there, that would be a nice short, like just for today, because it could start working out. Every buy side is holding so far on this. So
nice. Looking at Tesla, let's see if I didn't trade Tesla for a good few days, and even 2-3 weeks, I think. So I want to join the party. Oh, I'll share my screen. So looking at Tesla on the hourly chart, some levels that we marked from the previous days, pretty much working nicely. On a bigger time frame, like a bigger picture, will be to dive a little bit furthermore to the 170, going up again, trying to reach those levels of the 176, and then break to the downside. But that's like a few hours or days from here, so that's too wide for us for now. On the 1 minute chart, we can play with the 167, 169.70. Let's see how it goes, how it will reach this level right here. Works getting into the work zone. 2.9. Okay, $3. This is not a short for me yet. What's the next level on that? That's $3 above it. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so above it we got 330 or so. Let's see how it will react to this number, if it will reach it. The price very extended, but I don't have the signal to go short right now, so I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I've got 340, 360 on that for today. And it's got plenty more on it, like I say, but let's see what it does. Tesla struggling to break below 170.50 there.
Yeah.
What else have I got on Tesla? Yeah, I've got 160, 168 and a half ish.
Market looks good to continue to the downside, reaching that support level, the next support level that we bounced from. So the close of the gap, and maybe a tiny bit below it, like 20 points below it. So 18,030. That could be a nice move to the downside on the NASDAQ. Let's see if it can do that. What else do we have on the scanner? Guys, let us know what you got there. Sharing is caring. I don't see anything yet.
So Tesla just tagged into 170, 175, which is its sell side liquidity pool there for me. I'm not necessarily feeling it's the gap is there. I've got right. This is the gap. So if we take in 175 down to 69 to 68, possibly I've got a benchmark down here, sell side benchmark and a liquidity pool. What does that look like? Yeah, so I tell you what I've been noticing on these, that so yesterday and this morning, the first thing that I see pop up on the scanners is the Tesla ETFs, funnily enough. Again, yeah, they was on it today, on it this morning, but the action yesterday was likewise with that. It pumped up, obviously. So, yeah, but I'd like to see a little bit lower here to get long, if possible. Work sounds like it's still pumping. 350 on works.
Yeah.
A little bit of rejection here at 350. Actually, 360 it pumped to there, did it?
56. So it will be interesting to see works go all the way down to the 290 area and then bounce up again. And around $4, that could be also a nice place to short it. Okay, David. Let us know, David, let us know what you're talking about, the India text rocket. Share the knowledge.
So I've been short XTIR. I'm still short that. I don't know if I mentioned that, but still short that. Not sure there's a lot on it. So that's kind of what I look for to short normally, apart from the fact that it's just broken out of its daily level that it wants to kind of push. If it's going to play out a multi-day play, this is it. It's trying to confirm today, but let's see if that's the case.
Nvidia with a new low market as well. I'm watching coin. It looks great on the hourly coin to the downside, like for a good few days. It does look good. Let's see what else. GCT dropping. So I got this one CT dropping nicely today. Let's see if we got anything below the 200 EMA. Like always, very nice momentum will start when a stock is gapping below the 200 EMA. Market dropping nicely. We got this gap that is still open from the end of February. I can mark this level. Actually, we already touched that. That's the first bounce, but in my opinion, we will see another drop on GCT, and then at around 28, maybe 27.50, I will try to catch it. Keep an eye, GCT.
I feel like I'm fighting the mob on this. I've shorted works. Yeah, purely because of that sell side liquidity pool holding in the first instance. It didn't kind of run and go, but I've got the VWAP players like buying this up right now. So I need to take out the VWAP if I am going to get paid on this morning.
Yeah.
And plus, like I said, I've got a huge gap here. If we just need to break this 360 area, and I've got a massive gap to go grab. But for the minute, short 321, which is kind of right here. So I'm going to put the stop at the highs there. If we get stop, I don't want to work into it $2 up. So
Nice
no
one, David.
confirmation there. Oh.
So yeah, Exxon also running very nicely. Roommate Tori. That's your name or your roommate name? So yeah, Exxon running pretty smoothly. I don't see an entry yet, but we can watch that. Maybe for the downside, actually. We are getting into resistance, getting closer. So at around 14, we can expect the price to drop. Watch that.
No, I still got money flow. Got the mob coming in on works right here. Just tried to reject. That 40 area. But all I can hear is that on the tape at the moment. So that must be getting absorbed at this level. I just feel like once that's zeroed out, that's just going to smash through. Let's see what we got here.
We just got Kedoli, you're saying about Qualcomm. So we just got in to that support level. So let's see how it holds. And high volume coming in at the bottom. Looks okay. Let's look at the pre-market with the hourly chart as well. Not a lot of. Might see the bounce from here. If not, next level could be 163 and then all the way down to 62. So plenty of room to the downside in case we're not holding that support. So a short opportunity could be interesting as well. Coin dropped very nice. Yeah. I didn't catch it though. Didn't see any setup. Just went down like crazy. But again, on the hourly chart, Scott, you're looking at the hourly chart on Coin. Even without the pre-market, it looks super good. Closing the gap at 216, 215.
Yeah, that's right at the very bottom. I've got that right at the bottom. 220.75 is right at the bottom of my sell side liquidity. That's one I mentioned earlier. That if we break that, I mean, obviously there's the level down there at 218, right? But yeah, pushing deep into that right now. Okay, VWAP still holding on WORX. What else have we got here? What's happening on this HLN then? So HLN, working out of its buy side liquidity pool that we said it was in pre-market. I think it's looking for up there 825. So I'm just figuring. Yeah, I'm not sure the news has any impact on that at the moment, but it seems to be doing what I would draw on it on anything day to day. So ELVN is on the tape. Let's take a quick look at ELVN. We called that out a second ago. Oh, that was ENVB, my bad. So ENVB only got to the top of its benchmark before it's pulling off back down to the buy side. Let's see if it can do that again. the gap to fill between 140 and 110. Another VWAP push from the buyers here on works. I'm going to cover that. I don't like that. It's holding up too long. So these buy sides, I like the buy side to foul at least on the first or second attempt, and it's had kind of 3 or 4 here. Let's see.
Nice move on Tesla. Continue to the downside.
Oh, that's my target on Tesla right there. Look.
Very nice.
So that was literally went back to grab that liquidity pool there and straight down to its benchmark. It's got this further pull down here on the buy side, so kind of stacking a couple of areas here.
Nice.
But yeah, nice trade. Nice move. Trade missed. Okay, what else have I got on here?
Still watching Qualcomm. I think I'm going to try. I'm going to give it a shot and try it. Still only in that support level. Not A+ setup, definitely, but it could give us a nice push to the upside, especially if the market will go higher as well. So I'm going to do that. It will be above 164.70. Let's see.
So it works on the tape again. Absorbed again. So XTIA, I've been short all morning. As I said earlier, from up kind of these areas here, took half off, still got half on, and it was literally where it came from. So 207 is the place that if it can crack, we can get all the way down to 163 or $1. But just waiting to see if that can give that another push at 208. Just putting a little alert on there. If not, I should really cover that one. What else have we got? LICY still. Spec. What's moving on spec? Yeah, so LICY is done now from 44 to 16. What we got on spec? No, not interested. ENVB pushing. So ENVB being called out on the tape, working its way out of this buy side pool again. What have we got? So still got that $2 area up there looking for at the moment. So that'll be, I mean, there is cheaper, but while we hold this level, that's if we're going to push up there, let's see. Yeah, so it could be a 20 cents move up here unless it wants to go higher, but now's sell side, buy side.
Beautiful drop on Tesla. A little bit further and it will reach some support at 167. Let's see if we can catch that knife.
Works looking super wiki right now.
Okay, I took some Tesla. Holding that support currently. And we do have another one just a bit below it. You can see there are actually two of those. So that's the area of 167.20 all the way down to 166.50. That's the main area or the main level. For me, the best scenario will be to see a bounce in Tesla to that resistance at 167.70, 169.70, and then it will try to pull back and go deeper to the 166.50, or maybe first to maybe stop at 167. But that's the idea. So, going up from here, dropping down to this area, and then bouncing again. So I would try to get, if so, I would try to take my my trade and my partial here, wait for that second drop, and then buy it again at the bottom. Let's see if it will play out like this. Currently, market is shifting direction. Tesla is a bit behind. Nice move on the works. Also, GCT started to drop, so that's good
There
for
goes
us.
Works now. Broke, sorry. Works is whoa, one more attempt. Okay, so it's literally playing those two levels right now. It literally, that looked like it was going to be a death candle for Works, and it literally rejected straight above that VWAP again, being shouted out on the tape now in my ear. Whether or not they can absorb this level again at about 345, it looks to be the one they're defending all the time. Let's see what we've got.
Interesting. Still not breaking the 3-4. We're not closing above it.
No. I reckon so many people hit that button short on that drop at threes. Let's see if they get paid right now. Fufu's back. Fufu's just been halted. Yeah,
my favorite.
You had that a couple of weeks ago, didn't you?
Yeah,
Michael.
It was a great one. Oh, come on! This is not a stock to trade. Today.
Look at that.
So ugly. Coin just reversed. Nice move, Connolly, on QCOM. NFLX. Let's look at that, David. Took a long, huh? Let's see NFLX for a second. Yeah. Just make sure you're watching this close of the gap at around 606. I don't know where your stop loss is, but in case it will drop, that should be the place to actually. I would look to buy it at around 606. We'll see how it will play out. That could be an interesting place to do that. So. What's your partial on Works, the limit?
I covered Works at the push high. I'm not short Works.
Oh. Gotcha.
Yeah, I had a stop up there just above 350, which is a sell side liquidity ball, which just took out. So they are, if they're going to go down now, they're going to go without me. I don't like that. I still don't like the short could play out. I don't like that price action where it is. I still think it's it feels like a bit of a short trap. It can come down 270s, 260s, but I'm not convinced Works is done for the day.
Yeah, definitely. I'm waiting for that as well. Looking at coin, made a nice pop from the bottom 218, if it will drop again, we got this area of support between 217.50 to 216.50. I don't know if it will do that today, but if it will, then that could be a great place to start looking to buy the dip. So if it will drop again to this area, I will try to catch it. OTRK trying to push higher. OTRK. That also could be an interesting one to short. I got my level between 170 to 178. It will reach that. That will be my cue. HOTH, let's see. Looking at it. Yeah, we're just getting into that resistance on HOTH. So at around 160, 160, all the way to 168. So we're kind of trying to get into that area.
You took a starter on Tesla, Michael, yeah?
Yep. I guess I will have to wait until it drops again to the next support level, because it didn't give me any chance to add. So I'm just waiting currently to see it drop.
Got 68.85 as a level that it would need to pop to fill the gap now back to the upside that it just shot through with the... I kind of see that as a gap now back up to... $171.
Looks like the market can push a little bit further, more to the downside. Maybe after a nice, a tiny push to the upside, but like on the hourly chart, looks like we want to push a little bit further more. Thanks, Ricardo. Let's see how it plays. What else?
Not seeing anything being called out small cap wise at the minute. It's very quiet this morning. OTRK, ENVB. So look at ENVB again.
$200. Wow. You're saying Tesla is going to 200. Okay. This is a recorded session. We are going to listen to that recording at the end of the month. That's only 11 days, right? Okay. Ricardo, I just found out that you got funded like right now or a few minutes ago. So congrats on that. Very nice.
Well done, Ricardo.
Yeah, 80,000. That's the super buying power. Is that what you traded? let us know. And talking about all of that, let's see. Where is it? Okay, so I want to congratulate also one more funded trader that actually pulled out a crazy number this month. So that's Nazibol. From one of his accounts, he actually owned 3 accounts as funded trader with us as trader pool, and it took on one of the accounts it took 20K this month. So that's
Nice.
a very nice job for you, Nazibul. Keep it up. And for those of you guys that didn't reach it yet, just see the potential. That's crazy. And that's, like I said, only one account. He actually owned 3 accounts with us. So very well done. Nice one, Ricardo. Yeah. Still looking at coin, super interesting. And also GCT, if it will break that support. We would love that. We would love that, buddy. Okay, what else?
Okay.
Works.
No, sorry. Yeah,
Works started to move. Yeah. I love it. I'm just waiting to short that very much. What's your level there?
So Works is so I was just going to say, if it can break that buy side liquidity, it's got to close above this 340 area. Yeah, that's why I just didn't like that price action there. It hasn't come back any further down. Further up, I've got this 5 to 520 area, and the daily play, which I wouldn't necessarily expect to play out today, but I would expect after today and the pullback to hold a buy side and continue to buy up to find bidders at buy side liquidity up to 850.
Wow.
But that is one of those long term plays that I was talking about, that they pop on unusual volume, and that day, like today, could be like the first day of unusual volume for Works, and then when you look back at it after that, it takes another push and then starts to trend up to a number or to a bigger daily benchmark. So it's key today. So this level here at 270, 240, I'd kind of think should hold if that's going to play out. If that fails, then it's back to waiting for it to come again. But right now, I'm in trouble with that buy side liquidity pool. Once this one fails, I think it's going to certainly pop 360, 70 and see if we can't get going up there. What's your level, Michael?
I got 394-ish. Okay. All the way to 410. That would be my cue. That area right here. So hopefully we will reach that. Some high volume at the top. And I'll go in. The only problem I got with Tesla is that it's working.
Yeah, exactly. I was hoping that pull back. I've got
it's not good for me because I didn't have the chance, really. Maybe one chance to add, but I waited because I thought we will see the drop. So currently it's doing what we expected it to do, bouncing up. The best scenario will be actually to see it dropping down again to 167-ish and then add more and then get the real move. But Tesla. Ooh, what a move!
Here goes
Works.
works.
What's that? Right. I
Just
mean,
popped
come
the
on.
390.
Okay,
That's
I
a
got a
390
shorty.
pop.
I got a shorty. Ooh, yeah, that's a crazy move.
Everyone just got long that high as well there, so that's a nice area to
But
short.
I'm jumping in like 40 cents late, so let's give it a tiny bit more.
That Tesla looks like it wants its target before it wants to pull back.
Okay, I'm starting to go in on works. Let's see how it works. Oh, come on. And that's his. Where's Gil
Where's
with his
Gil?
sounds? Where's Gil with his sounds? Let me try to find this sound. Is that the one? Yeah.
That was it. That was it.
Okay. Oh, I need to stop it, I guess.
Here we go. Yeah. There's plenty of them going on. There we go.
Alrighty, it's popping. This is why I only took like 250 shares. I want to catch it a little bit closer to the 4. Here we go. Playing with the 4. Edit just a tiny bit more. Not too convinced that it will drop from here, but if it will, it should do it very fast. Okay. Gonna be aggressive on that. Let's see if it would drop below 375. Trying to push and break through the 4. I got all the way to 410. Okay, added just a tiny bit more. So basically, now it's working the level between the 394 all the way to 410. That's the area I aimed for. Hopefully, from here it will start pushing down. We'll see about that. And on the other side, I got Tesla trying to push through the 169.70.
So works is dried up on the tape there. No,
Yeah.
they're not shouting at me anymore.
Okay, Tesla, very nice move. Not a lot of shares. TQQQ, yeah. Okay, so if Tesla wants to go higher, then we need to find the next resistance level because it will drop, I guess. Reaching that pre-market lows, 170.50. So we still got a few cents up.
XTIA crossing.
High volume. What you got there?
That was my XTIA position short on that I've got. It's just tapping into that. I'd just love this to break. Look at it. It's just like once, twice, 3 times, 4 times.
Looks good.
I'm short from up there this morning. Yeah, this should be my cover. I'm way past my target, but I'm just thinking if this cracks, then it's just gonna
Drop nicely.
Yeah. We'll give it a go. I'll put another little one just below here, see if it can't give me a shout.
I'm looking at works. I'm trying to find the next resistance level just in case it will pop from here to see if it's kind of hard because there's a lot of pops. So not a clean chart to start work with, but let's see that. Yeah, I got 5 at the top. Hopefully we won't see that. Oh, by the way, I'll take a minute to announce, I guess, we are coming to Madrid next month, actually at the beginning of April. So those of you guys that are maybe living in Spain or nearby and want to jump in, it's going to be in Spanish. So you got to understand Spanish as well. But if not, you can jump, you can jump in and say hi and maybe catch a coffee or a beer. We would love to. So that's going to be on the 6th of April. Let us know. Let me know. I'm going to be there. You should come, Scott. How is your Spanish?
Poquito español.
Poquito, huh? Okay. Me too. You know what? It's funny. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I'll just say works looks like trying to crack.
Oh, yeah.
Just rejected that 390s there, 396. Yeah,
Are you with me on that?
No. I was waiting for. Yeah, I'm up there. Either the bogey level at 440 or 5. I wanted.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Go on. You was going to say about Spain?
No, just about Florida. A future day trader billionaire said, "When are we going to come?" So we actually plan. When was it? November, I guess. There was an event from Money Show in Orlando, and we were supposed to come visit. So maybe we will do that next year for the next show. So stay tuned, definitely. We love to fly and just go into events, at least me. So
okay, works on the tape again.
Got it, Ricardo. Next time. Yeah, pushing a little bit higher. Doesn't look that great, works currently. For me, at least, like the short side. So I'm not adding anything else. I'm waiting to see the drop, if so. Let's see how it will react to the $4 again.
Tesla's just rejecting that buy side again at 169.
Yeah.
Too late. It's too late. I'm kicking myself down there. I wanted that. Where was it? There was a little buy side pull, similar to what I do when I'm shorting the small caps. Basically, I was waiting for this guy down here. I love that. I wanted this bar here to tap me in at 168. But now it's just holding buy side by the looks of it, unless it wants to break this one. It's just tapped into this one the same. That's what I wanted to happen down here. But now the reward is not so great.
So you lost me on the barbecue one, unless it's vegan. Sorry. Future day trader. And Ricardo, yeah, I'm actually going to be supposed to be in May in Portugal, landing in Porto. but just for vacation. Okay, Tesla continues. That's
Double
nice.
top on works. Double top on works there.
Yeah.
Double top on works. Didn't like that. It did not like that. Now let's see if that's. Let's see. That looks really nice. That looks so nice there.
But you know what? We can talk it over, and maybe even at the end of the year, or the first quarter of the 25, we can do like a meetup. Try to understand where everybody's location and try to find, like a mid-range place to hang out for a few days. That could be awesome. Yeah, I'm watching Coin as well. Mara too. Yeah.
Go on, XTIA. Come on. You got
Right.
you got a dollar you can drop there. Where's my next level? 163. Come on. What's that entry? $2.17.
Still watching Coin.
No. It's gone quiet on the small cap front apart from works here.
In those cases, I don't really know what to do with Tesla right now. On the other end, not enough. That's a good lesson to talk about for a second. So I'm taking it. On one end, we started that position here as a starter because my initial idea was to see it drop and reach that support and add in more, or maybe along the way it would have given me some options to add more, and then that would have been my trade. Maybe one place that I could have had more was here, but besides that, I didn't. So in that case, I'm in profit, not enough to take partial, and that basically means that either I'm waiting to add more somewhere here and expecting to another push to the upside, or the other option, just waiting all the way down to that support, and hopefully it will stop there and I will add more. So how would you handle it, Scott? What's your thought on that?
So I think the difference there is that you're happier to add to losers and I'm happier to add to winners. I think is right. So yeah, the way I work out obviously is my ultimate entry would be at 167. So the same turning point anywhere here that I saw red to green wouldn't be my confirmation for entry, but it would be my confirmation that the level's working. And then my buy side would be my actual entry on a little rejection of that. So I would then add to it, like literally each one of these pullbacks. So I didn't quite get it on this move, but any wick that I see, I'm just pulling that up. And if it comes back to it, that would be an add. If it come back to it after that push up, that would be an add. And the same, I would be doing it with this push up, wherever this lands up, with my target being up there at 171. If I didn't get there right now, I could add at 169. But yeah, that's the way I would work it. But once it's gone, if I've missed it, I don't like to get in on an ad, if you get what I mean. It's okay if it's an ad, but I don't like to get in on an ad just because of the risk. My risk now can be all the way back down here, and my reward is only kind of 50 cents to 75 cents. So
yeah, makes sense. So you didn't help me, thanks. So
what? There's a target right there.
and now Tesla reaching that resistance from pre-market lows, and in a second it will probably try to reach the 200 EMA as well, that held it nicely at pre-market as well. We played with it actually in the regular trading hours, so we are at that area of resistance. So we might see another push to the downside. You can already see some increased volume, not huge, but still higher than usual, at least the previous one. So I don't really have a place to add more to the position. That means that I will have to cover that right here at the bottom. And from time to time, I will have those trades when, that's a great trade, but because I only started with a starter, then and didn't head along the way because didn't have the option or missed it, whatever. From time to time, I will have to cover that with a tiny profit. Yeah. For me, the idea will be to close it, then wait for that drop that I'm waiting for, and hopefully we'll see that, and then jump in again with a new trade, basically.
I think I misunderstood your question. I kind of get why I didn't answer you, but yeah, it's the works is looking short.
I don't like. What? Nah. Do you like it to the downside? That works.
It looks short trappy right now. I think it's still a short for me. It's not a long, but I say it's not a long. I still think I've got room to the upside, but that's normally, that should be down at $3 by now. That pattern there.
Yeah, exactly. And we didn't get it yet.
No.
So I will wait with Tesla just a tiny bit. If it could push to 171, I will close it there. And I might add a little bit if it could pull back to 169.70. Whatever comes first. Also watching AMD.
Works on the tape. There you go. Another pop through the sell size, whether this one can hold now. Want to see it tank off of one of these Otherwise, we're just involved in short traps. Come on. Tesla's pulled back to 169 there, Michael.
Yeah.
170.
On it. Okay, just added more. Hopefully it's not just like a FOMO thing.
Oh, XCAI. Come on.
Market not doing something, just moving sideways.
That's just too obvious that that pattern works.
What's
surely. The way it just looks so, it's like, it's just, come on, it's saying, come on, just short me. And that's the worst time I like to do it. It just looks too obvious.
Exactly.
Too obvious.
This is why I don't think it looked that great. I'm in that short, waiting for the drop, but I don't know if it looks that good.
I reckon we're going to get a quick flush down to VWAP, and then we're going to push and go and grab 440 or 5. Let's see if we get all them VWAP buyers into play. Anything else Meg 7 to play with, you think, here? I don't know. Nope.
What else? Going back to AMD, I got those two levels here. One is at 176.20. The other one is the range between the 174.60, roughly $1.50 of that range. Obviously, we need the market to shift side and actually push higher for it to work, but it does look good. Very nice move to the downside. Already been trading nicely from the beginning of the month, and now reaching major support. So I would rather see it go deeper to the 174-ish, like this area right here, instead of buying it from here. But let's wait and see. Tesla dropping. I added more. Let's see how it handled this bar right here, this tail.
$168.5 would be nice.
Nice one. Yeah, AMD. Keep an eye. Nice one, Canali on QCOM. Let's see.
EMVB, big drop. What we got?
Whew, 8 p.m. What was that? That's in the halt, right? 8 p.m.
Yeah, that's a halt.
Yeah.
$10 halt at 31.06.
Just like few cents from that resistance at 1087. The problem is that if it will bounce from it, the only resistance we got is 1280 to 13. So plenty of room to the upside if it's not dropping from here. Tesla still not showing any bounce from that support. Trying, but it's not really looking good.
It's a bit more favorable now than where it was up there. But
yeah, but still kind of weak, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Works. I think the only one I'm still in with a vengeance is XTIA from pre-market. Works. I still feel like we're going to push. Oh, it's on the tape again now.
I don't know. For me, it looks good to the upside, you know?
Yep. But where are you happy to add, and where are you happy? Where's your stop?
I'm actually going to close it at above the high, just a tiny bit above the high, for like 420, 425-ish. And
yeah,
then maybe jump in again.
I took a tiny short on that last red bar just to stop me getting FOMO on it, just so that I'm in something, but I am not seeing anything short wise. I'm just seeing that tape come in every so often cyclically, and every time it does, it's getting that little pump up.
Oh, you know what? Now I see that it took my initial side, or the initial adding another chunk to it below 370. I had an order in the system, so now I need it to work. Tesla bouncing nicely.
Yeah, that's a bit stronger out of that level now.
Very nice of it.
What's the NQ doing? Have we got anyone on our side with?
Are you referring, Scott, to a stock as it or she?
What's that?
Are you referring to a stock as it or she?
Definitely not. Not the latter
not
one.
A she, huh?
No.
We actually In my language, it's a she.
Oh, it's a female.
Yeah. It's a female word.
It's
APM just APM just launched, pop in. So the next resistance will be 1280 to 13. That's my area right here. Let's see if we can get that.
The NQ has done literally nothing since we've opened.
Yeah.
I haven't had such a quiet scanner in days.
Nice
So
move.
quick check where OTRK went. Did OTRK have anything?
Tesla made a nice move. Working nicely now. Reaching that 171 could be the last move for it, at least for me. So I'm gonna take my my trade out on Tesla. I'm gonna close the position 171. If it could push to that, still waiting a tiny bit to see volume increasing and actually breaking that support, that resistance. So just a tiny bit more, and I'll be out, or at least move some stop losses in the money.
That's what you want to see from what we're seeing on works, right?
What's that?
Well, what we see on OTRK, that 60 level was kind of my bogey level, so we didn't quite get to the 70. But when you see that double top, that's what you expect. The death candle, and then it to come down all the way to
exactly
your target at least, and work.
Exactly.
It's just same.
Not doing that.
He's not doing that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same exact pattern, but now 3 times and no resolution to even 330. Nick, yeah, I just looked at Zcar. That was a short all day long for me. I was actually in that short this morning from about 5 a.m. EST. I would not buy that. I would not be buying that now, as if I was going to look for a double top play on that, or it would have had to have happened in this 130 to 150 area, and it hasn't. It's where it's come from, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to bounce there. Similarly to XTAI, which is that play that is, broke beneath that pool, and just because it's where it's come from doesn't necessarily mean it's going to bounce and retest at all with any sort of profit in it.
Works finally.
Works.
Let's work.
I'm
out of Tesla. Yeah, took a very nice one right at the top. Maybe missed like few cents. Hopefully from here I will see it crash to the downside. Maybe to. But let's see if Works can do that. What are you saying on Works? Are you expecting it to go to the 3-80?
Works, I've got here 330 to 309 in the first. They've stacked from this morning, to be honest, Michael. So yeah, any kind of, I'd watch out for this level. Where am I in from? 372. But I didn't take that with any kind of decent size because I wanted 440 or 5 on it. But where would you target this? Because this, for me, being small cap and having a level above for me is where I'd definitely take that off earlier than later. But what would you do?
Yeah, exactly, because there's a level above it, so it could easily drop and then take that $4, go to that level and then drop. But I'm aiming for the $3 area, 290. That would be my place to cover. I might cover just because I added a little bit more, so I might cover some of it at around 3 and then wait with the rest to 9 and then leave a tiny chunk, like 250 shares to the end of the day. Hopefully that will be the fade that we're looking for. Not that convinced though. But let's see.
Yeah. I'm never convinced when it's really quiet. And that is the only ticker that keeps getting called out, whenever it pops. I mean, this is the lowest low. So we'll see if it comes into this pool here. The thing with these pools is they're not passive orders, right? So they're not sitting on the level 2. So when they work, if I drop into it and as I start to work out of it, I hear it on the tape, but I don't see big size on the level 2. And those they're market orders in between bid and ask. That's when I feel like there's an edge in that push out. But I obviously on small caps prefer to take that edge in the opposite, when it's pumping in and the tape, and then the tape goes quiet into a sell side. That's when I like to take the shorts. I'm definitely keen on holding these long. There's the biggest push on the NQ this morning I've seen on a 15-minute bar. So it's still in that range.
And you know what? It's kind of funny when you're talking about Works and going short side, because when I'm doing the interviews with our funded traders, and a lot of them are shorting those penny stocks, I'm always asking them, why not to go long, right? Why not to short it? And for me, it makes sense, the pump and the dump, and also it's easier, I don't know, like on a visual level, it's easier for me to understand the short side. But if you're looking at Works, for example, or any other stocks that we talked about, like OTRK, that was a great move to the upside. That was a great bounce from like a pullback to support and bouncing up again. So I mean, it could have been easily a great long as well, right?
Yeah, it was a great long down from at this area for me, down at 220, but it's a different trade. So I would only get involved in a long if I see that exact, and let's see if Works is that criteria. It's too long for Works. OTRK. Right, where's that initial daily? Let's hide these. That's not a great example either. But yeah, they are. But let me see. Let's go back to Works. Works is on the tape again. Oh, okay. So now I'm on the tape out of these lows. Let's just look here. Yeah. So now I'm hearing Works on the tape out of these lows, and that's always that place. If I can get rid of this benchmark. So where I'm coming in, like I've just tapped into that buy side liquidity. I'm now hearing Works on the tape, and I've got a red to green in an area where we're just below VWAP, but I've certainly got these moving averages here, and that's where I would expect traders to come in long. So and I do think that's a good play. I'm just not comfortable with longing these things because I'd rather wait for the short. If I am going to get long, it's when I'm really, really low down and I've identified a pop maybe the day or two before, but it didn't get really extended. And then if I come back, so here is ideal. If I come back to this 216 and I can literally just have some really low risk entry and wait for this, then that's the only time I really want to long it. If I see it on the scanners already, I don't want to get long. I want to be in before the catalyst kind of pumps on that particular day.
Although we are always waiting for that move to the upside to reach our resistance, right? And then short it. So there is all the time we are waiting for that push to the upside. So those, I get what you're saying because I'm also like that, exactly. But it's kind of weird that we're always waiting for that short when we can actually go long as well.
Yeah, I do get it. Yeah, like it's like now, isn't it? If I'm saying this is an ideal, like people are going to be with me. I'm hearing aggressive orders coming on the tape, moving out of a buy side liquidity pool, and I think it's going to get to 440 or 5. Why wouldn't I be hitting the buy button right now? Perhaps that's the better challenge for me than the one we currently do.
We can do that. That's a great segment. Yeah.
But yeah, that would, because I miss loads of these, like literally all the time. I miss the buy side liquidity pools, but it's with small caps intraday, what we're sitting through here with Works still isn't a quick enough resolution for me on this. This could fade for the rest of the day, but I'm still not feeling it. I like it to be in and my target hit within,
fairly quick,
a few minutes. Yeah, almost 15 minutes. What I'd actually prefer on this one, if I did fancy this long from kind of the 3 area to the 5s, is for this lot to get stopped first. So anyone that's going in here now with the color change and the moving averages, if we get pushed down into this and then I hear it on the tape, that'd be a better long for me than the first one. Where's my XTAI? It hasn't pinged off since. Did Tesla reject off that pool?
It's bouncing right now. It's bouncing right now.
Okay. What level you got on the Qs or the NQ today, Michael?
You know what? I don't know. Not a whole lot because it's kind of in the middle of the range. So looking at the hourly chart, still got this level from a few days ago at around 1850, 60. So this area right here. Intraday, I don't have anything currently. I don't know. Just a plain day at least on the movement side.
Yeah. See, I like Tesla short here, but I've got NQ bouncing. Is that its channel that it's been in for us? Oh, gee, I've actually got it in. Let's just show this for a second. Yeah, so I've got it in that channel that it's been holding forever. And it's just bounced again, like literally just through there this morning and just coming out of it. So yeah, I've got 2 levels above for it. Works on the tape, a little push for works by the sounds of it. Yes, I wonder. So buy side holds. Okay, so 18,100. Have a little alert on that. Yeah, so I'd like to see the NQ then come down and hold 18,100-ish around there for a push back up to 18,200. How does that work with Tesla? I just don't know whether time of day is going to impact Tesla now.
Yeah, true.
Let's go with, get back to, all right. Slow burner XTAI coming down, still on the round number there, and works is
okay. So I think we can sum it up, right?
What?
Yeah, it's that time of the day.
Oh my life! Where did that go? I thought we had another hour. That was quick, and for a quiet day as well.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. Yeah. Let's sum it up.
Yeah. Nice one. Okay, you want to go ahead?
If I can grab my... Yeah, I can. Yes, let's drag this over. So XTAI is my play of the day. It was an earlier one that I started in pre-market. So still holding this from 270. Took half of the position off down here at 235, my first target, and still holding the rest of it to see how low this one can go. The other one is it's works. Actually, I can bring that back, can't I? See if I can get works in here. So the other one is works. It was a small position because I wanted to short higher there. So this was just a position to stop me getting some FOMO, but it still seems to be working out. So that's the 2 on stream I've done today. There was what was my other one today? Oh, Zcar, which covered before the open. So Zcar was would have been a much nicer play than I've got at the minute on works because it dropped like a stone after the open. But
that's a nice one.
I wanted to stay out of that volatility, unfortunately. But But yeah, the liquidity switch on was an indication of where it wanted to go, it seems. But yeah, that's my summary today, Michael. What you got?
Nice one. So I got two of those Teslas. The first one dropped very nicely on the strong momentum, reached that support at 168-ish. And I took that long right from the bottom, actually waited for it to drop to the next support level. So I only took a starter. Because of that, I couldn't close my trade here above. I waited, added more, and then covered when it bounced up. So we can see it here. Tesla started at the bottom. Now we're here. Waited a little bit to that pullback. He actually continued just a tiny bit below it. And then when it bounced, I pushed my stop loss into the money and it got me out. On the other ones, we're still in. That works. So it's popping up, moving to that resistance level at around $4. I'm starting to add one chunk, two others, and one more when it broke the 370. Right now, pushing a tiny bit more. Hopefully, we will see it at around $3, $2.90, and then we can cover at least some of it. So, two fairly good trades today. Waiting for tomorrow.
Brilliant. Yeah, I love that Tesla one. I like that a lot. Yeah, nice. I had FOMO on that one as well. Never mind. Okay, everyone. Thank you very much for coming along today. Happy to, if you can give us a like and a subscribe, that would be beautiful. We'd always appreciate that. But we will be back same time, same place. I think we've got a special guest tomorrow. We'll see how that works out.
Yeah, we will.
Okay. All good. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. See you then. Cheers.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.